everyone. I am Dr. Ekus. In my last video, we talked about why many women today feel mentally and emotionally exhausted. During that conversation, we briefly mentioned that hormonal changes can influence how women experience mood, stress, and emotional imbalance. But we didn't go deeper into that topic. So today we're going to explore it a little more. If you haven't seen the previous video yet, I will place the link in the description below, and you can also find it on the channel. That video is titled, Women Are Exhausted. Now let me start with something very important. Sometimes when women experience mood changes, such as anxiety or emotional sensitivity, the immediate assumption for everyone is it is a mindset issue. You even hear people say, just stay positive. Try to manage your stress better. Don't overthink things. But here is something many people don't talk about. Sometimes it's not your mindset. It is your biology. Hormones play a powerful role in how the brain regulates mood, energy, sleep, and emotional balance. Today, still in recognition of Women's Health Month, we're going to be talking about 5 hormonal transitions that can significantly affect women's mental health. Understanding these changes can help replace confusion, self-blame with awareness and self-compassion. Now, while today's conversation is centered about women's health, this discussion is valuable for everyone because understanding how hormonal changes influence mental health helps you better support the women in your lives. Whether that is your partner, your sister, your colleague, a friend, that will be helpful. And on this channel, we will also dedicate a conversation to men's health as well. But today we're focusing on something that affects millions of women that is often misunderstood, that connection between hormones and mental health. So let's break it down. 1. PMS and PMDD, the hormonal shift that affects mood. Before recording this video, I actually received few messages from women asking, what exactly is PMS? And what is PMDD? And how does that affect our mood? So let's talk about that for a moment. Many women are familiar with PMS. It means premenstrual syndrome. PMS refers to a group of physical and emotional symptoms that can occur the days or weeks before your menstrual period begins. During the menstrual cycles, level of estrogen and progesterone naturally rises and falls. These hormones interact with the brain chemicals such as serotonin, which plays a huge role in mood regulation. Because of this hormonal shift, some women may experience symptoms such as irritability, mood swings, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, increased emotional sensitivity. For some women, these symptoms are very mild, but for others, the emotional symptoms can be much more intense. This is where PMDD comes in. PMDD means premenstrual dysphoric disorder. PMDD is a more severe form of premenstrual symptom that can cause significant emotional distress in menstrual cycle. PMDD is a more severe form of premenstrual symptom that can cause significant emotional distress before the premenstrual cycle. Women experiencing PMDD may notice severe mood changes, intense irritability, getting angry easily, anxiety, feelings of sadness and hopelessness, difficulty functioning under day-to-day activity. The important thing here to understand is this. These experiences are not simply about overly emotional. They often are connected to how the brain responds to these emotional changes or hormonal changes. Understanding that connection will help replace confusion in women with self-blame or self-understanding. Now, when we understand the connection, it helps replace that confusion and self-blame with self-awareness. Let me share something very relatable here for a moment. Like many women, there have been times when I notice my mood is off. My energy feels different during a certain period of the month. Before understanding the connection between hormones and mental health, it was easy for me to question myself. I would ask myself, why am I feeling so emotional today? Why does everything just feel so overwhelming? But once I began studying the relationship between hormones and the brain, something became very clear. Sometimes what we interpret as a personal failure in emotional control is actually the biology influencing how the brain processes stress and emotions. And that realization is very powerful because when women understand what is happening in their bodies, they can respond with awareness instead of self-criticism. 2, pregnancy and emotional changes. Pregnancy is often portrayed as a joyful and exciting experience, and for many women, it is. But what is less discussed is the significant hormonal changes during pregnancy. Hormones such as estrogen and progesterone increases dramatically and supporting the development of that baby. Hormones such as estrogen and progesterone increases dramatically. And this is to support the development of the baby growing inside of us. These changes, however, can influence your mood, energy levels, how you sleep, emotional sensitivity. Some women may feel more anxious. Some may feel emotionally overwhelmed by the life changes ahead. This is why emotional support during pregnancy is just as important as physical care. Mental health during pregnancy is an important part of maternal health. Number 3, postpartum depression and anxiety. One of the most significant hormonal shifts in a woman's life occurs after childbirth. After delivery, hormones level drop rapidly. Remember, during pregnancy, it increases rapidly. And the same thing happens after the childbirth. It drops rapidly. At the same time, a new mother is adjusting to sleep deprivation, physical recovery, new responsibilities as a mom, and major life changes. For so many women, this can lead to experiencing postpartum depression, anxiety, and emotional distress. I see this a lot in my practice. These experiences are more common than many people actually realize, and they are not a reflection of the woman's strength or ability to become a mother. Not at all. They are complex experiences influenced by biology, psychology, and the environment. Number 4, premenopause. This is the transition years. Many women begin to notice new emotional patterns during premenopause, which can begin around late 30s or 40s. Perimenopause is the transition stage leading to menopause. During this time, hormone levels fluctuate unpredictably. Women may experience mood changes as well, sleep disturbances, anxiety, sometimes difficulty concentrating. This one is a big one because a lot of women at this stage believe they now have ADHD. They also experience emotional sensitivity. Because this stage can last several years, many women feel confused about what is happening. But these experiences are often part of the natural biology transition. Number 5, menopause and emotional regulation. Menopause occurs when menstrual cycles permanently stops. During this stage, estrogen levels decreases significantly. Estrogen plays an important role, like we said earlier, in supporting the brain function and emotional regulation. When levels decline, some women may experience a change in their mood. They may not be able to sleep well. They change in energy level, difficulty concentrating. But menopause is not the only biological transition. It can also be a time for life reflection and identity change because children are now leaving home, career may be evolving, life priorities might change. With the right support and understanding, many women can navigate this stage with strength and renewed clarity. Now, one of the most important message from today's discussion that I want women to hit is this. Not every emotional shift is simply about mindset or willpower. Sometimes the body is going through real biological changes, and that affects the brain. Understanding the connection between hormones and mental health allows us to respond with awareness rather than self-judgment. And awareness is often the first step before emotional well-being. Women's mental health is deeply connected to the body, like we know now. Hormones influence how the brain processes stress, regulates mood, and maintains emotional balance. And when women understand this connection, we can approach our mental health with great knowledge and compassion. Now, I would love to hear from you. Which stage of hormonal changes do you think women need more awareness and support around today? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't be shy. We're all here to learn and have a conversation. And if this conversation helped you understand the connection between hormones and mental health, go ahead. Feel free to save this video so you can come back to it later. I am Dr. Ekus, and here we believe mental health should be understood, respected, and talked about openly. I will see you in my next conversation because awareness is where healing begins.